Hi, Phil here from Business Accelerator. Hope you're well. Hope you had a great week last week and you've got another one lined up for the week ahead. This is the first in the series of February's video hints and tips from the team here at Business Accelerator. We're going to focus for the month on the topic of selling techniques and sales techniques. As usual, all the information that we've collated here for you is from our own first-hand experience of growing businesses in an offline environment, a traditional business setup, and both then online businesses as well. So Alan and I have pulled our resources of what works and perhaps more importantly what definitely doesn't, and we've compiled it all into the following training sessions. We've also created a book that sits in our library that you can access along with lots of other topics, as you no doubt know. We'll introduce you to it later. It's going to be on a file sale for the whole month. If you're not familiar with a file sale, basically means that the price is going to increase steadily throughout the month. We've discounted it down from its regular selling price of £27 down to just £7 for the first week, so you'd be saving yourself quite a chunk there. But let's get on with the free advice that's available via these video training sessions. We've got some slides coming up next, so hope you enjoy them, and I'll see you next week.
Okay, thanks very much for that, Phil. Let's go straight into looking at the 3 keys of emotional marketing. That's the premise that all this book really is based on. So the first one is that people buy with their hearts, not their minds. Now, a lot of us think we buy logically and we buy with our minds, but we don't. We have an emotional response that makes us want to buy. And that's an important thing to bear in mind throughout reading this book. The next idea is that logic is how we use our minds to justify what we want emotionally. So we will have an emotional reaction, we'll want something, and then we'll go into an idea of, let's justify that, let's talk about why we want that. And the third idea that you need to keep in mind is that we're all much more susceptible to persuasion than we think. I mean, these days we think we're very clever and advertising doesn't really have any effect, but a lot of research shows that's just not true, that we're all much more susceptible than we like to think. Okay, so that's a great start. I mean, we're going at a fair pace, but that's the overview of the book. Now, the question for you is, are you marketing to your prospects' hearts or their minds? If your marketing materials, presentations, websites, adverts, etc. begin with your product's features and or your own credentials, you've pretty much lost before you've even begun. Why? Well, here are really the secrets of emotional marketing. The first one is the benefits. So the benefits of your product or your service to your customers appeals to the emotions. As I said on the previous slide, that's the buying decision. That's why people buy. I mean, you'll probably have heard that people buy people first. Actually, people buy people that they like first. It's all around emotions. The features, the size, the speed, the shape, the colour, and whatever, that appeals to logic, and that's important because the logic justifies the emotions, but it's a secondary concern. The logic, as I've just said, justifies the emotions, so the two are linked, and it's the emotions that drive sales. And those are the important keys to remember, and the book goes into some detail around how we can make sense of that. So let's have a look at a simple but a very effective example. So have a look at this to start with Brandex Jewellery Cleaning Kit, and the advert that they put out. Do you want to learn what you can do to make old worn-out jewellery look like new again? Now, that's typical of many hundreds that you'll have seen. Now compare that with the Widget Jewellery Cleaning Kit. Discover how professional dealers transform tarnished jewellery into vintage jewellery with an amazing product that's finally available to consumers. Now the difference is that the first one kind of prompts you to say, no, I don't really want to learn that. And the second one gets you interested. The second one packs a 1, 2, 3 punch, as we call it. So what's the difference? The second one has been written with emotional triggers in mind. So let's have a look at how the widget offering packs a 1, 2, 3 punch. Well, the first one is it taps into our need for knowledge, aroused by the word discover. Now, we're all curious creatures who want to know more, and that's a very good way of engaging with somebody's emotion rather. The second punch is the advert plays on your need for trust, which is simulated by the word authorities. Now, we're all sceptical about what advertisers say, but we do trust the opinion of professionals, and that's another important hook into your emotions. The third punch in this short advert is your need for greed, which is a natural human requirement, if you like. That likes the idea that you can use the product to make money like the dealers, likes the idea that you're increasing the value of what you own. So you end up wanting the widget kit, even if you don't have any jewellery, which is exactly the idea of emotional marketing. We want to engage with people's emotions because that's what will give them the impetus to buy. Okay, that's a very short run through. That's all those examples I've taken from the first 5 pages of the book. So imagine the value of the other 42 pages, which are absolutely packed with really practical ways of boosting your sales. So to read more about emotional marketing, emotional selling, click onto one of the click here links that you'll find in the text and learn loads and loads of ways that you can boost your sales. Good luck.